let me feel it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, present you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage, and tonight we're going to be talking a lot about BPW. We're going to be talking about Evil Intent, and we're going to get into it right away because we have a special guest on tonight that honestly needs no introduction. But first, I'll bring in my co-host, Jay, and then I'm going to bring in the man himself, Snitsky, who is here live with us tonight. How you doing tonight, sir?
Not too shabby. How about yourself?
We're doing very good. You're looking very good, and we're going to talk about it. We have Evil Intent coming up this Sunday, and there's a lot to talk about because you did something recently, and I might as well just show everybody. Let's get it out of the way right now. Let's see what you did, why you're here even. Now look at this chair shot. Let's watch this chair shot again. I will pause it right there. Let's get right into it. Snitsky, I know you said why there. I was there live. I witnessed it. You hit him right in the back, and it's because you're the number one draft pick. You're the big dog. He promised you the championship, and he didn't deliver. Now, like I said, I witnessed it live, Snitsky, and I got to say, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it. You know why I liked it? I'll tell you why I liked it. Because you're a man who knows what you deserve, and you're just trying to prove to everybody and show everybody, make a statement. But why don't you tell me from your own words? Why? The Battlefield fans, they want to know. They keep asking me, why did he do it?
Well, it's, let's see, 8 years now, I think, since we started BPW, and being that I was the number one draft pick. And I only agreed to come out of semi-retirement because, you know, I wanted to not only help out Alpha at the time, but, you know, when he reached out to me and I was like, hey, you know, I'm starting this federation, you know, I want you to be my number one draft pick, you know, give you the belt, blah, blah, blah. And obviously that didn't happen. He, you know, kind of turned his back on me, so to speak. And, you know, one thing led to another. There happened to be a chair laying there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And that's what I did. So if you ask me, you know, he had it coming. 8 long years of frustration, 8 long years of dealing with, you know, hey, Snitsky, can you know, help me out with this, help me out with that? Sure. So, you know, we go way back, and just, you know, for him to just, you know, totally disregard what we talked about, disregard, you know, the promises that were made to me after all the things I did for him over the years and helped him out and help, you know, get the federation going, all that kind of stuff. You know, just, like I said, I had to take matters into my own hands, and he felt the 8 years of frustration, and it was one of those things where, you know, it was either do that or, you know, hold it in and just be frustrated. And, you know, I wasn't going to have that happen. I had to get it off my chest, so to speak. And, you know, it is what it is. And I did what I did, and everybody knows it's not my fault. So
It's definitely not your fault, and you did a lot more. You left that belt right on his back. The disrespect. A lot of fans took that personally. They were very upset by it, and I understand it. But what are we going to see at Evil Intent? What are your intentions here with Alpha Jr.?
Well, it's I don't really want to discuss what I'm planning on doing. I'm just going to kind of let my actions speak for themselves because everybody knows actions speak louder than words. So I would suggest getting your ticket, checking out the show. If you want to see what's going to happen, you'll have to be in Broadheadsville Sunday, and just let things fall into place as they may. Because I'm not going to just sit back and watch as I'm disregarded. I'm left behind, so to speak, and like I said, man, I've known Alpha Junior forever. His dad, his brothers, everybody like family to me. And when I come on, when I'm asked, to help out, I expect to be, taken care of in return. And it's just, it's a shame because, like I said, man, Alpha Junior and I go way back, and I don't know, I felt betrayed. I felt stabbed in the back. I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. You have high hopes for the federation. It starts out, doing everything that's asked of you. It's just
It's not right.
a shame.
It's not.
A
It's
shame
not right.
It's a shame that he had to do that because let's see, 20 plus years since I've known the guy. Known him since he's a kid basically. When I first started working with his dad, and you think with all the stuff we've been through together, I've had his back over in South Africa. I've had his back all around the world. Him and I traveled together at WWE. We went to see the Loch Ness Monster tour while we were in Scotland wrestling. We've done a lot of things together, and that's the last guy I would have expected to turn his back on me. But as they say,
Are
if you
you are you
if you want
worried
to try
about
to,
the bloodline?
no, I'm not worried about anything, man. I could handle myself. Everybody
Oh,
knows my
that's for sure.
background. Everybody knows, I played, all state in football,
Pennsylvania Hall of Fame.
Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, inaugural class of WXW Hall of Fame. So I don't really worry about too much, man. I would just expect a little bit, more respect from my so-called friend, Alpha Junior. So.
So this is as personal as it gets, and obviously you see Casey Navarro's reaction right there. He doesn't even need. He doesn't even know what to think at this moment in time. Do you have your eyes set on him at all, since he is the current BPW champion of the world,
Mm,
or not yet? You got other business.
I'm not really too concerned with him at the moment. I'm more concerned with, just don't use the word revenge, but I'd like to deal with Alpha Junior, and then we'll move on from there. I just kind of want to get want the world to know how he just basically turned his back on me when I helped him get started. I helped the federation from day one. I was the
You
number
have
one
been, yeah.
draft pick. It's the history's there. Everybody knows the history. Everybody knows what I've done with the family, where I've been. It's one of those things where I've earned the respect. I've paid my dues. I've been around the world, wrestled pretty much everywhere you could wrestle, and then at the midst of having the inaugural championship, he just basically turns his back on me. So unfortunately, it's just one
It's
of
not.
those things
It's,
in pro wrestling. You just gotta kind of roll with the punches, so to speak. But I'm far from finished with Alpha Junior right now.
I'm looking forward to Evil Intent. Everybody can watch it on pay-per-view this Sunday. And like you said, you've been doing nothing but helping out. I've been watching you personally now for a while, and the matches that you're putting on with these other students, you're getting in there. And look, you're giving back to the community. There you are. Look at you. Being with a kid right there. That's so cool to see that, and to see you take the time out of your day your very busy day, where I'm sure you have many things to do and many guns to shoot. And, you're there hanging out with a kid. I saw this picture. Can you tell me a little bit about this? Is that your dad?
Uh, that's my dad apparently saying something to me when I was a very little kid. Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
it's
Yeah, I can see the
it's a
resemblance.
cool picture. No, it's shit. I don't even know. I gotta be only 1 or 2 years old there.
1 or 2 years old. How old are you on the right there?
A lot older.
A lot older, a lot bigger. My God, what a career! And I want to introduce. Obviously, you have a lovely wife that I've met. She's awesome. I love that you guys are dressed up together. You guys look like love each other so much, and it's really nice to see that kind of love out there existing, and you having such a good life and having a good time.
Well, like I said earlier, I've paid my dues. I've been around the world, did all the, drove around the whole Northeast, the whole Eastern Seaboard for, if you were lucky, gas money back in the day. So
Yes.
Alpha Junior and I have been all up and down the road a million times. And like I said, I've been to South Africa with him. I've been to Scotland, all over the world. And he always would talk about, hey, I'm going to start this federation one day. I just want you to,
Come
if
down,
you're,
help out.
come out, help out, help,
There you
give
are
some
with
of the
his dad.
knowledge, pass some of the knowledge on to the younger guys, and just help me get a solid foundation for the federation. And of course, I was like, yeah, no problem, buddy, whatever you need. So,
And you're not worried about your relationship with Pops? Have you talked to him about this? How he feels about you attacking his son like that?
nah, Pops, I just recently saw where they were going to be doing the last show of WXW down in Florida.
Yes.
And, I'm still trying to gather my thoughts on that, man. It's crazy to me to even consider an independent professional wrestling world that doesn't have Offer to Wild Simone in it. I mean, he's trained and oversaw several, several WWE superstars, myself included, Batista, Undertaker, all those guys, everybody who's anybody in pro wrestling has either worked with Pops or for Pops or, you know, obviously knows of Pops. The Samoan bloodline is, famous, infamous, however you would prefer to look at it. But, you know, he he took me under his wing, developed me. Nothing but respect for Pops, man. But unfortunately, I can't say the same for his son. His son kind of took his opportunity to turn his back on me when you know when I was always there to help him. So anybody that in even in real life, like out in the real world, if you have a best friend and then they just turn your back on you, you know, everybody kind of knows that feeling, so they can relate. But I'm the last guy you want to do that to, and I'm the last guy that he's going to do that to because when it comes to BPW, I'm numero uno, baby. Number one draft pick. Took the federation on my back. We've gotten bigger and better, and just continue to grow every year. And then when the time comes to pay back Gene, it's he turns his back on me. So we have some unfinished business. Anybody that's in Pennsylvania, Northeast PA wants to see a hell of a wrestling show, and see where this saga continues to take us. I would suggest getting your tickets for BPW this Sunday, Evil Intent, and hold on to your hats because you never know what's going to happen at Battlefield Pro Wrestling, especially when I'm involved. But everybody knows if shit hits the fan, it's not my fault.
Absolutely. And if you can't make it down to Broadheadsville, you can watch it online on the Premier Streaming Network. I believe they have a new app in the work. And I want to give credit to Alpha because obviously he did his job. Because when I first saw you on TV, I was like, now that's someone you just don't want to mess with. you had everything. Everything. You still do. So I want to say great work. Unbelievable career. I'm not going to bore you with the billion questions you've heard before. I'm just going to say, holy shit, man, you had me. I believed everything you did. I believed every footstep you took. I believed every punch that you threw. It all had meaning and significance. And it was a pleasure to watch you work. And now it's an honor to actually watch you work live and in person. It's better than ever. Actually, it's you have like a mythic appearance about you now because of your background and who you were then. Now you're like an even scarier version of yourself. Is that even possible? Because look at this guy's face right here. I mean, how scary does that guy on the right look? I mean, but
I'll never forget that night.
but somehow the guy on the left looks a little scarier. Yet here he is on a swing with Bull James and just enjoying life, enjoying the day, enjoying the moment. And that's the kind of guy you seem to me, someone who's going to take advantage of the moments and the opportunities and make sure he loves every minute of it.
Well, this is going on my 28th year of pro wrestling. So if you're not having fun, I don't know why you'd still be doing stuff after all these years, because I sure as hell ain't getting any younger, and I feel it more and more every day. But, this is one of those things where it's you either have it or you don't. And I was fortunate to have it, and Pops, like I said, really shaped my career and helped me out, and led the way for me, as he's done for hundreds upon hundreds of guys that have come through the Wild Samoan Pro Wrestling Training Center. And I have none but love for Pops. But unfortunately, Alpha Junior,
Alpha Junior messed
you're
up.
on my bad side right now. And I am getting better with age.
Look at those arms. Look at those arms. God, yo, what do you do right now? How many hours a day is that in the gym?
And that's from 10 minutes ago being asleep on my chair and my alarm went off. I'm like, oh shit, I got a podcast to do.
Do you even go to the gym, or are you just naturally this much of a beast?
That's just getting up off the chair. Half
Look
asleep.
at that thing.
Jesus. Veins are popping.
It's crazy. Look at that. Enjoying life. You're working everywhere too, by the way. MLW. Are we going to see you? I think I saw you on Raw recently. Are we going to see you again? Do you have someone you want to have a match with on Raw? Do you want to take on Gunther maybe?
There's a lot of good young talent there. I don't know. I mean, like I said, man, I'm focused on Alpha Junior right now. Nothing else really crosses my mind. I go to the shop, Priority One Surplus in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, our shop. I go there. I think about it. I'm home. I think about it. You're asking me about it. I'm thinking about it.
Is that shop right here?
Yes, sir. Priority One Surplus right there, baby. 1744 Tilden Ridge Drive, Hamburg, PA. That's my buddy, the Philadelphia General, stopped by to say hello at the shop. But like I said, man, all I've been thinking about for the last couple of months is just, how could Alpha Junior do that to me? How could he turn his back on me after all we've been through? And, as the show title says, man, evil intent. I'm coming to Broadheadsville Sunday. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, see what he was thinking, why he was thinking it, why he just, decided to turn his back on me. And, unfortunately, when you get to a certain level of success, sometimes it goes to your head. Maybe he just got a big head. Maybe he got, a little full of himself. But this right here, this will take care of that real quick.
I believe it. It's taken care of a lot of people over the years. Is that your car?
No, that's my buddy, the Philadelphia General, man. He has
it's a nice
he has
car.
a freaking sweet setup for General Lee, man. It's an exact replica of everything, right down to the buttons in the seats, man. It's crazy.
That looks
Check
insane.
him out on Instagram, the Philly General. He's a good guy.
Billy General, I will definitely make sure we all follow him on the Savage Kingdom. Now, look at your arms in this picture. How old are you? Are you like 20 years old? How old are you there?
No, I was, let's see, that would have been 30. I think it was like 30 in that picture, 29 or 30. That was a while ago. This was the military base tour we did with Samu over in, we went all throughout Europe, South Pacific, Hawaii, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Turkey, Bahrain, Egypt. Yeah, we're all over the place, man. We're gone. That was like 28 days. I think 28-day tour for
Jesus.
the Armed Forces Entertainment. Samu put that together. I was honored for him to include me, and I was working. As the Patriot for the tour, and I was wrestling Lloyd. Uh, Sam's brother Lloyd every night. So it was a very, very quick, fast lane to learning pro wrestling. Throw you in there with Lloyd and just go with the flow, man. It was an awesome learning experience, and to this day, one of my favorite tours. Probably my top tour, actually. I had more fun doing
Wow.
that, man. Me and Lloyd.
This one right here.
Oh man, whew. Yeah, it was awesome, dude. Just to see the reactions of the guys and how excited they were to be entertained by us, wrestling, all that good stuff, and just hanging out with the troops and getting to spend time with the guys outside the ring. Because we were basically on a military base tour, so we were all over throughout the military bases, and we weren't only there just to wrestle. We were there, for the morale and all that kind of stuff. So it was cool to actually get to hang out and spend time with all the guys and get to know some people, and just my dad and my brother were in the military, so it was personally rewarding for me to be able to get out there and meet the guys and put smiles on faces, and those guys, the things they do to keep us safe and able to do this kind of stuff. I have the utmost respect for the military, and those guys do a hell of a job, and I got nothing to say but thank you for doing that for us, because there'd be no pro wrestling if it wasn't for the freedoms of our country. So thanks, guys.
100%.
Keep up the good work.
100% agree with that. Jay, before I continue with the slides, you got a question you want to slide in?
So many questions. I don't even know where to begin. But I just want to ask this. I know you're a 6'8" freak of nature. I know all that. But I also know you were tag champ with Rob Harper, right? Basically,
Yep.
the twin tackles, you guys were killing it. That's how pretty much you got into it. My question is, once you finish your unfinished business this Sunday, which I know you'll get it done, do you see yourself transitioning into a tag team, possibly coming back and possibly having someone by your side and training them the right way and hopefully making them champion and getting over?
I mean, everything's I wouldn't rule anything out at this point with pro wrestling. That's kind of the not the joke, but kind of like the inside, the inside laugh, like haha, never say never in pro wrestling. So you can't really, I can't say if I would or if I wouldn't. I just kind of at this point in my career, man, I'm taking things day by day. I just I work out hard, try to stay in shape, try to look good, all that kind of stuff. I think pro wrestling's missing the big, scary, crazy guys these days, and I take a lot of pride in being that character, and I think I portray it well.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's one of those things, man. Never say never, but like I said, man, right now all my focus and attention's on Alpha Junior and trying to get to the bottom of this, and come what may. All I know is one way or another, the world will see what happens come Sunday, and stay tuned. Get your popcorn, get your soda, get a nice fluffy chair, sit down, watch the show online, or get your butt out to Broadheadsville this Sunday, and just be ready for anything, because anything could happen in the world of pro wrestling, and especially when I'm involved. So.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. But I got to ask this question. Do we ever get this version of Snitsky back? Do you make the full shave? He's like, no, never. Never.
No, this is too glorious to ever shave.
Yes.
Plus my wife loves it, and
Okay. I wanted to
I
ask
think
you about this.
yeah.
Is it true that Stephanie had influence for that baby?
I did a lot of actually when I was there at WWE working on all those segments. She was pretty much the producer of all the segments. I worked a lot with her one-on-one and with all the backstage stuff and all the segments, and it was kind of like the whole catchphrase thing just kind of happened organically. And I can remember like she was the one that came to me and was like, "Hey, we're getting a really good reaction with that. Stick with it, do it in all your promos. Say it every chance you get." So I was like, "Yeah, cool." So it just kind of happened. It wasn't a planned thing. Just kind of one of those things that just happened. And it, her and her dad and the family, they were behind it 100%. They were like, yeah, keep saying it, say it every chance you get. So it's funny how that kind of took off because now every day of my life I hear it. It's not my
Yes.
fault. So,
Yeah,
but
man, it never
yeah,
ends.
Did
no, it
did
never,
Stephanie
never, never ends. That's for sure.
sorry, Snitsky. Did Stephanie ever ask for your creative inputs when you were doing those backstage segments?
Well, I mean, we always had a lot of opportunity to fire ideas and stuff. It's not necessarily like, hey, what's your idea for this or what's your idea for that. It's kind of like you're going, you have you have your vision of what you want to attain, and then you kind of just fill in the gaps as you go. Like there wasn't a set. You have to say this, and this. It was more of here's the story, fill in the blanks. That's kind of how it always was with her. So I mean, they have a vision for the character. There's a storyline you have to follow, obviously. So you want to try to, work together to make it as entertaining and as thrilling as possible. Because Dan Madigan was writing all my stuff at the time. He wrote the Kane's movie "See No Evil." Real good guy. Still friends of mine. We talk, pretty much at least once or twice a month, every month still. And Dan's awesome. He was very instrumental in that whole storyline. So got to work a lot with him and Stephanie and Vince. And, it's one of those things where just at the right place at the right time, man. And when WWE came to my house and interviewed me for the Where Are They Now thing, and, I told them, I'm like, well, it's, to put things in perspective via football thought, like, they gave me the ball. I either was going to run for a touchdown or you're going to fumble. So I took it. I ran for a touchdown. I took it to the house, and we're still talking about it 20 years later.
Yes, sir.
Can I have to ask something because I know your debut is incredible. I mean, let's just that's just the way it is. But you was an OVW before that. Would you say that perhaps, gee, you know what, this was great. I did the angle it came, but maybe I'm being too rushed. Maybe I need to take a step back, work on the fundamentals, work on the basics, work on the cameras just before I get into this? Or do you just see yourself as, no, I'm just running touchdowns, I'm just stomping on everybody, I'm going to go with it?
Well, I mean, I've always had. I mean, in any athletic type thing that I've ever done in my life, I've always been very confident that I could, be the best guy. I was always the best player on my team, always the best, whatever. I'm not on the team just for the warm up jacket. I'm on the team to be the star of the team, to be the guy. And, all the way back to Little League, like my Little League team won a championship. My junior high team won championships. My high school teams won championships. I played on the first championship team in the history of Panther Valley in football. Our basketball team was 29-2. I was first team all state. Like I have a lot of accolades in athletics that, most people could only dream of. I have plaques on my wall in my house, from all kind of stuff,
Absolutely.
and nobody could ever take that away from me. I'm in the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Like Pennsylvania is like a big athletic state, man. There's
It's a big state.
Didn't they have like
lot
a
of
Olympics?
superstar athletes that came from Pennsylvania, man. Joe Montana.
Who would you
Like
say are your
Dan Marino.
top 5 PA athletes of all time?
Whew, that's a tough one. But there's a lot of guys to pick from, man. You got like the two guys I just said, and then you got like there's a really good running back in high school from East Stroudsburg. I can't remember his damn name off the top of my head, but he played for the Colts, I think, for a while. From basically from my area. So I mean, that's a tough one, man. There's a lot of really, really solid athletes that came from Pennsylvania. Like I would get in fights with guys in college over who had the better athletes, Pennsylvania or Missouri, because I played college football in Missouri. Actually, my offensive line coach was Andy Reid, who just won his third Super Bowl, I believe.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's cool to
That's
see how he's flourishing, man. You know, it's just he's a great guy. I miss him in Philly because I'm a diehard Eagles fan. So I was kind of bummed out when he left to go to Kansas City, but I'm glad to see he's doing well in Kansas City. I keep up
has
with the guys and still talk to everybody, so it's cool.
has Kurt Angle ever tried to argue with you about who's the better athlete from PA?
No, because he's from PA. Me and Kurt
Yeah.
are from PA.
No, I know, but maybe he argued with you. He's saying he's a better athlete than you.
I'm pretty good friends with Kurt. We actually worked together at WWE. We were doing like the tag team things and stuff like that for the dark matches and stuff. No, I mean it's apples to apples, oranges to oranges type thing. He's
Like
like
you, I
just
know
a,
he's a competitive guy, though, for sure.
yeah, he's just a straight up wrestler. Like I
Yeah,
don't think he's ever done anything else.
No, he was
I
a
don't
wrestler.
know of him. Yeah, I don't know of him ever playing football or any of that kind of stuff.
No, all he
Like-
did is he won the Olympics with a broken freaking neck. But you know, I'm sure you could have won it with a broken neck and a broken back.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely not trying to take anything away from Kurt. He's one of a kind,
Yeah.
you know, but
Special.
he's a special athlete, one of a kind Pennsylvania guy. I can't say anything bad about Kurt. Kurt's great. He's like I said, a personal friend of mine. Every time I see him, you know, we kind of just
Hit it
have
off.
a laugh, and you know. But yeah, it's cool, man. Like Clarion's on the other side of the state, but you know, Pennsylvania's a big state, so there's a lot of guys to choose from, man. That's a tough one. But yeah, definitely Kurt, probably right up there. And you know, that's tough, man. That's a tough one because it's hard to narrow
Pennsylvania's
down
got a
to
lot of
5
athletes
guys.
right now,
Yeah,
man.
it's crazy, man. Crazy. And
You
it's
also
just
have
like
athletes at the battlefield too, like this Sunday, where you can watch Evil Intent. Now I gotta ask you, so I'm gonna ask you for some predictions, if you don't mind. You don't have to give me an answer, but I'd like to see what you think here on this card we got. Bobby taking on Andrew Anderson. Who do you got?
I'm gonna have to go with the vet, man. I'm not too familiar with Bobby. No offense, but I've been up and down the road a few times with Andrew, and I'm gonna vote. My vote's gonna go with the wily veteran, Andrew Anderson.
Solid choice right there. And we have Dan Maff taking an open challenge. All I'm going to say is I feel bad to whoever takes that challenge. But are you maybe that match would be something else? Do you ever see yourself maybe in a match?
Actually wrestled Danny back in the day when we were doing the twin tackles. Me and Rob wrestled him and Mac. Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. His tag team partner back in the day. We wrestled at I think it was one of the memorial shows, actually. Me and Rob and him and his partner. So I've worked with Danny before. Danny's great. He's one of the old school guys.
Yeah.
He's still going strong. Kind of like kind of like me. You know, kind of better with age. But now Danny's great, man. I hope nothing but good things for Danny, man. Danny's a good guy. I've known Danny for a while, long time.
I don't know who's going to challenge him, but we'll find out, and you can find out live on the Premier Streaming Network this Sunday. We have a women's match here. We have Vicious Vicky taking on Kate Thorne. This is going to be actually a really good match. I know both ladies can go, and Vicious Vicky's a big-time veteran. You might see her on TV any week now.
Yeah, I've done some shows with her in Jersey, and I'm going to go with her. I think she's with the experience and the edge with just being having that experience in the ring. I think I'm going to go with her for that one.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you on that one. We got this 8-man tag team match, championship material, and Team VJJ versus Dio Bando, Code Red, and the Vetrano brothers. This will definitely be a fantastic tag team match filled with action. Who do you got here?
Whew. I don't know. That's a toss up, man. That could go either way. You got the young upcoming Vetrano brothers. I'm gonna go with a toss up on that one. 6 and 1, half dozen in the other kind of thing. Anybody could win that one.
Anybody's game on that one. We'll find out this Sunday. We have Charlie Tiger taking on Malik Del Vante. Who do you like on this one, Slade? Charlie Tiger's definitely got the strength factor here over Malik, but Malik's got the speed and just the raw athleticism.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a toss up in on that one too, man. That's one of those that I think could go either way. Just depends on depends on you know what goes good or bad for each guy. You never know. Never know who's gonna show up.
Anything can
Sometimes you might
happen.
have a good day. Sometimes you might have a bad day. So whoever
Yeah,
has the bad day, I think is gonna end up losing on that one.
any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Yeah, man. You know it.
RJ Carnage taking on Siler Andrews. RJ Carnage has been killing it the last year at the battlefield, been gaining a lot of momentum, has a lot of fans, and has been putting on bangers. Who do you got on this one?
I'm gonna go with Carnage on this one. He's a good up and coming guy. Very respectful to the business.
Yes.
Uh, I'm gonna stick with him. I'm gonna go with RJ on this one.
RJ Carnage. We also have Bull James taking on Ox Adams, and Ox Adams was talking a lot of trash. Now, you've had a few run-ins with Ox. Who do you got on this one?
I'm gonna go with my man Bull. Me and Bull tag team a couple of times for some other shows for Alpha down in Allentown. Him and I wrestled the Phillies. Oh geez, having a brain fart.
South Philly's finest?
Yes, that's it. I was thinking Philly's finest. I knew I was missing something
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah,
Jimmy
those guys.
Conway, Luca
Yeah,
Brazzi.
those are a couple of really good guys, man. And
Yeah,
me and Bull wrestled those guys. I got to go with my boy Bull.
smart.
Bull's a good guy, hard working guy, just all around really good wrestler, and he's definitely got the experience. And
Oh, yeah.
I got to go with Bull on this one.
Okay. It's a smart choice. That's a betting man's choice. We have South Philly's finest
There's my guys.
versus
Yeah.
Lance Anoa'i, Terry Adonis, and I've been loving Terry lately. Like his last few shows, he's showing me something. I mean, everybody in this picture here is super talented. Lance can be on TV tomorrow. He's ready to go any day of the week. Jimmy Conway has more passion than the average man
Yeah.
times 22. And Luca Brazzi
Yeah.
can he's a firecracker. At any time, he just goes off. I love him. But Terry Adonis has a super bright future. If he stays humble and he stays ready, this kid, the sky's the limit, man. He like you, he looks like a genetic freak of nature.
Yeah, no, he's from the few interactions I've had with him, man. He seems like he's also one of the guys that gets the business. He's up and coming guy, working hard, listening. Eyes open, mouth shut kind of guy. And South Philly's finest, man. They've been around the block a few times. Those guys could hold their own. And needless to say, Lance, Sam's son, been around the world several times. I've been up and down the road with him a bunch of times. I've known him since he's a little tiny kid running around the ring in his underwear. So, that's another tough one, man. But I'll probably go with Lance and Terry on that one just because of the size and the strength. I mean, Terry's a big guy. He moves well. Lance, obviously one of the Samoan dynasties. Younger up and coming guys, man. It's
Well, Terry's got a lot to
you can't
prove.
argue. Yeah, you can't argue with that, man. He comes from the lineage. He has the background. I'm gonna go with Lance and Terry on that one.
Smart choice. After what Luca Brazzi did to Terry Adonis and basically robbing him of his Futures Championship almost instantly. Like he won it, and then seconds later, Luca comes out, just grabs it from him, takes it. There's a lot of motivation there for them to get this win. I think that's what you're going to see this Sunday in Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. We have Spencer Slade versus Anthony Katina. I am not familiar with Anthony. I haven't seen his work yet, but Spencer Slade, I have seen his work, and I think Anthony is going to be in for a very rough day on Sunday.
Yeah, I like Spencer. Spencer's a good guy, man. He's got that old school mentality. Another former athlete. Just one of those guys where you just look at him and he's going to do something. He just has that look.
I have a feeling he's going to be very special in this business.
Yeah, he's a good kid, man. I like Spencer a lot. He's easy to talk to, man. Like very respectful of the business. Always like open to ideas, and worked him once, and we had really good match, and just easy guy to work out things with, and seems like he really has his head in the right spot, and eager to learn, eager to be successful. So. I'm gonna go with my man Spencer on this one.
Smart choice. And then we get to the main event. Casey Navarro taking on Martin Stone. And if this match is anything like Casey's last several matches, then Casey's going to win. And he's going to defend his title because he's been doing nothing but winning at the battlefield. I think his last loss was against Matt Cardona, I think. It was a while ago, too. He's been winning nonstop.
That was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's been winning nonstop.
Yeah, KC's doing it, man. He's doing his thing, bro. It's nice to see somebody, dedicated to putting the time and effort in, because he's definitely that guy. And I'm happy that he's successful, and I'm happy that he's doing well. But that belt should have been on my shoulder, and everybody that knows me or knows the situation, it's just. It's a shame, but hey, now the consequences have to be suffered. So, unfortunately for Alpha Jr., he's the one that's going to be suffering the consequences.
Man. I mean, there's another look at that chair shot. It was definitely a vicious chair shot. And you're going to have to watch this Sunday live on Premier Streaming Network, or even better, come on down live to Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania, because you're not going to want to miss Evil Intent with Mr. Snitsky numero uno this Sunday, Alpha Jr. I highly recommend you stay home, because Snitsky ain't one to play with, man. My God. Snitsky, you got any final words for the members of the Savage Kingdom?
Yeah, I do. Alpha Jr., you want the knuckle sandwich with the ketchup, or do you want the knuckle sandwich with the mustard? Because either way, you're getting the knuckle sandwich. And whatever happens this Sunday, Evil Intent, Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania, Battlefield Pro Wrestling, be there live, watch it on live stream. Either way, everybody knows what happens on Sunday is not my fault.
You heard it here live from Snitsky himself. Snitsky, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Me and this guy are going to start talking about AEW. I don't know if you want to stick around and listen, but...
Hell no, I'm going to bed.
He's out of here.
I need my beauty rest, man. I don't just wake up in the morning looking like this, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I understand. Go get your beauty rest, sir. I will see you on Sunday. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for having me, guys. Enjoy.
Yes,
have a good night. Appreciate it.
Good night. Take care.
You as well.
Bye.
See you guys.
All right.
That was awesome, Jay.
It was.
Yeah, Snitsky.
Evil Intent. Nature.
He is a freak of nature. You were just finished watching.
His mind was all about Alpha Jr. There was nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, dude. He went on Alpha Jr. because Alpha, he's coming after your ass, man. Jay, I would have let you ask more questions, but, I tried to get you a few.
This is all about Alpha Jr. This wasn't even about questions.
Yes, absolutely, man. Right now you're watching the AEW Weekly Review, which we are going to get into it. We are going to talk about AEW. We are going to talk about breaking news. There's a few other things to talk about, man.
A lot of things.
Listen. Tomorrow night is the WWE Weekly Update. We're going to be doing it. We probably are going to end up doing it at 11 o'clock. I think I put it for 10 o'clock, but I forgot tomorrow's the party with Marty. Nothing's been recorded yet, but we're going to change that tomorrow morning. Now,
this is the big news.
To the bigger business at hand.
Tickets at thewrestlinguniverse.com.
This Friday at the Elks Lodge in Queens, New York. Arrival presented to you by ECPW, VXW, collab with Wrestling Universe. You'll be able to see history be made live in Queens, New York, when Spencer Slade arrives at the Elks Lodge with Savage by his side to absolutely annihilate and destroy Joseph Keys, because this man has no idea what he's in for when he meets Spencer Slade for the very first time with Savage by his side. Slade won't even need my help, though, because Slade is a freak of nature, just like the person we just had on this show, Gene Snitsky. Spencer Slade is a superstar, and he is the Independent Wrestler of the Year. And you're going to get to witness it live in the Elks Lodge this Friday. 7 p.m., the doors open. Come get your butts in the seats or watch on Triller TV. There is a lot going on this card, all right? There's a lot of people on this card. There's a lot of banger matches. There is a million reasons why you should watch. This Sunday is going to be a movie, but this is Wrestling with Savage. And the main reason you want to come down to the Elks Lodge on Friday night is to see Savage make his debut, deliver his first ever live promo, get the live hot mic. Because see what I'm doing right now, this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what's going to happen when my feet go through the ropes and touch that canvas. And I look around and I see all you idiots in the crowd, all waiting to see a show. And I'm the show. I am professional wrestling, and my legacy begins on Friday. And you can see it live, or you can go fuck yourself. I'll keep it real.
Whoa.
I'll keep it real. This Friday, Arrival.
Jeez.
It's going to be good.
Snitsky.
Snitsky was great, man. Make sure you're watching Battlefield this Sunday. Live Evil Intent on the Premier Streaming Network, or you can come on down to 137 Aaron Lane, Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. Some front row tickets are still available, so go pick them up now. You just finished watching the interview with Gene Snitsky. It was absolutely awesome. Make sure you go to the Pro Wrestling Tees store. Support Wrestling with Savage. Support the wrestling universe. I met Rob Van Dam recently. It was very badass. My son is an absolute legend. I'll probably show this picture every day for the rest of my life. Shout out to Rob Van Dam tonight on Dynamite. Shout out to Raven. You can meet Howard Johnson February 25th. It's coming up this Sunday. You can also meet Mick Foley March 17th. You can meet Chuck Palumbo March 17th. And then at WrestleCon in Philadelphia, you can meet Till Piper and Demios. Come on down and get the VIP in Piper's Purgatory. Bring down all your hot rod merch. Roddy Piper, his daughter. Bring his merch if you haven't. Bring the magazines, because that's Roddy Piper's blood in her body. And she's a legend, and she's going to make it in WWE, AEW. She's going to make it. Marty Jannetty also will be at WrestleCon in Philadelphia, because Savage will be personally escorting him there. I will be flying to his house, picking him up, and bringing him to Philadelphia.
Flying back?
No, we're driving back.
You really are limousine jet riding. Like,
we are driving back. But
driving back.
You can also meet Tony Gurria.
Driving back?
Well, we might fly back, but I don't think so. I think a drive back is going to work better, because we have a lot of stuff to bring from his house. And, you know, who wants to bring all this crap on an airplane?
Yeah, move him, man.
You know how much it costs to bring stuff on an airplane, like big boxes and stuff?
I know. I rode his Spirit. I definitely know.
Spirit's like the worst airline of all time. But I want to give a quick shout out to the Battlefield, man. They absolutely killed it.
Oh, here we go. Boom. I got faster than that. Come on. I get up faster, guy in black. Come on. Pick it up. Pick up those wings. Look how he gets up. No, you can't use your hands, man. Get back up right away.
I got a lot of cool videos. Check this out. Two studs going at it. I gotta mute that because we're gonna copyright for that.
Oh man.
No, it got muted quick, so it should be okay. But you see them how they have to get up, like, and then lock up, and it's all about who gets up first. That's how you win this. You know, the first person to get up wins. It's usually like best out of 3 type of thing. Sometimes they do best out of 5. That was a close one right there. But, you know, they're going in at the battlefield. They're training and they're practicing every single day. They're getting better every single day. And you see students there that are just going to become superstars, man. I can't wait to see it. Snitsky, though, look at this clip.
Don't even think about trying to hypnotize me, because what I do to you tonight will be all my fault. Hypnotize me, because what I do to you tonight
All right, I think Snitsky broke it. Like, good God. He's a scary man, though. I'd be freaking terrified of him. By the way, Jay, did you see me on the Tantalizing Tony show?
Yes, I did.
My God, let's play that clip again.
Did you echo in it?
Oh, go ahead. What's your question?
Did I hear an echo? Did you make the whole microphones over there echo while you were cutting a promo?
Probably, yeah.
Successful. I wish you all the best. I just hope you know how to handle the fame that's coming to you, because I believe Spencer Slade definitely is gonna be one of the people that we see in the upcoming year, and maybe we'll see him at NXT. Maybe be NXT champion soon. Maybe be on the main roster, SmackDown, Raw. I might see him, but I just hope you're ready for everything that comes with that. Savage,
you don't need luck when you're provided with destiny, and that's what you're looking at right here. The stars have aligned, and together what we're going to do this year in 2024 alone, it's going to go down as the greatest career in the history of an independent wrestler's life. That's what you're about to see right now. You're looking at the independent wrestler of the year, and his name is Spencer Slade.
Yep, there it is. There's the word.
Well, guys, this Friday, February 23rd, Queens, New York, the Queensboro Elks Lodge. Doors open at 7, bell times at 8. If you need tickets, they're available on the WrestlingUniverse.com. The Arrival, ECPW presents Live Pro Wrestling. It's going to be good. It's on Triller TV. They're on pay-per-view. You got to check it out. Mr. Slade, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for coming by. You're welcome anytime. I don't know if that guy with you is welcome, but you're welcome here anytime.
Watch your mouth, Tony. You're on thin ice right now, okay? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I've been dealing with your crap for about 2 years now, and you're on thin ice. And now, not only can I back up everything I've been saying, but I got someone who's behind me ready to help. So I'd watch carefully what you say and what you do moving forward in this business, Mr. Tony.
I apologize. My apologies. My professional apologies to Mr. Savage and Mr. Slade.
We'll see the rest of you idiots in Queens this Friday. Slade, I'm out of here. I know you got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. We got to get ready for Friday, baby, because we're going to put on a show at the Elks Lodge. Tony, you try to stay tantalizing.
Well, I won't do that. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Slade. God. First of all,
because this isn't your show, Tony. It's my show. And now I'm cutting your ass off because it's my time now. It's my time now. And I made it abundantly clear on that show, there isn't one person in this business who can cut a promo live better than me on any given moment, any day of the week. One word, I'll give you a paragraph. Whether your name is Triple H or Tony Khan or whatever the hell the people running the company now are. Because I'm sure there's some new people. Maybe The Rock. Maybe I got to talk to Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne, you out there? I got a story to tell you. I got 100 stories to tell you. And Jay, this is just the start. I told you what I plan on doing, and I am going to make it happen. It is going to happen. I am going to sign the checks to all the people that all you little marks freak out about over the next 20 years. I will end up writing the storylines you see on Raw and SmackDown one day because I can do it better than anybody. As long as I'm alive and I got breath in my body, I can look at the talent to the left. I can look at the talent to the right. I can understand who deserves to be together, who belongs together, who should dance together, why they're dancing in the first place. Storytelling. And that's what we're about to do right now. Everybody wants to talk about Cody's little story and how he's going to finish it. This and that. I don't care about Cody's story because you know what? It's the same story, different year, and it's going to be the same result as last year. I know the ending to this story, and it's not a good one for Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. But you know what? I got a better story, and his name is Spencer Slade, and he will take over professional wrestling because I'm going to make sure of it. Simple.
It is.
It's very simple.
Nothing to say.
I have the thoroughbred in my possession. And now it's my time to take that thoroughbred
To the top.
and make him run faster than he's ever run before in his life. Basically, what I'm about to do right now, Jay, is I'm going to time travel. Because you know what happens when you start making money and you're famous? You know what happens when you start becoming relevant in the world and all of a sudden you're making millions of dollars and you're working 250 dates a year? Yeah, time travel. I'm going to make this next 10 years flash by Because that's what happens when you are in that life. That shit goes fucking quick.
Time travel life.
It goes quick. The next 10 years of my life, unfortunately, are going to be a blur. I'm going to turn around and my son's not going to be a boy anymore. He's going to be a teenager. And it's gonna be that. To me, that's the hardest part of all of this. Is I know what's about to happen, but there's nothing I can do to stop it. Because I can't stop.
Live every day.
I can't stop. I want my son to start junior high.
Live every day.
And in school, they'd be like, "That's your dad? That's your dad? Damn, that's cool."
Spencer Slade, man. That's your dad?
Damn. Did Spencer Slade beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 43? Yeah. Maybe 42. Maybe 41. I don't know. But who knows if Roman's even going to be around? He might go to Hollywood with The Rock. Wait, this is about AEW, isn't it? Isn't this show about Rampage?
Tomorrow is all WWE.
After a few backstage promos and interviews, Rhodes and the Von Erich brothers took on 3 local talents in a trios bout. This was purely to give the good guys a quick win. Dustin got the pin while the Von Erichs put over the other 2 men in the Iron Claw. Sammy Guevara beat Jeff Hardy and almost killed the man.
Basically killed him.
We have Queen Aminata losing. No, actually, no. She's winning for once. She beat Anna Jay. Bang Bang Scissor Gang defeats the Dark Order, Jeff Jarrett, Santam Singh, and Jay Lethal.
What a weird tag.
At least Dark Order has a name. I'm sick of saying Jeff Jarrett, Santam Singh, and Jay Lethal. They need a name. They need a name. I'm going to just start calling them the Stupid Faction. So it's going to be Bang Bang Scissor Gang versus Dark Order and the Stupid Faction.
I thought Dark Order was fired, so.
Do we have a shot of when Sammy killed Jeff?
I still think it's Jeff's fault, but
I knew you would say that.
Yeah, because he put his knees like in a diagonal way, and I think that just caused it.
Maybe.
Like, why would he do that?
Did you watch Rampage? No, right?
Nah.
Oh, here's the photos from Rampage. I hear the photos from Collision. You ready for the photos from Collision, Jay?
There was none.
This is the photo from Collision.
Yeah.
All-Star 2024. All-Star 2024
Saturday.
replaced Collision.
I think it was well deserved.
I wonder if we could get through Dynamite in 3 minutes.
Probably could.
What'd you think of this match?
This was a good match.
It was a good match.
Long match, good. I didn't like the finish, but we're gonna get it in Revolution. So hey,
it was a much better match than I anticipated it being.
I blame FDR for that because they could work with anyone and make them look good. I thought they made Moxley and Claudio look good.
There were some good spots. I kind of liked this spot too at the end where they just stopped doing the submission and started beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
That was nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of just sitting there with a stupid submission, they said, "No, let's get up and fight and fight
Moxley
and
was
fight."
actually wrestling, you know, it was actually not bad. Like I could actually watch the work.
Yeah, I thought the match was about to be over, and then, like you said, time limit ran out.
I just don't like that. That's what I don't like.
This is a pay-per-view match for sure, though, and we're gonna get it.
We're gonna get it.
You know what would be sick? They've never done it, have they? Have they ever done an Iron Man tag team match?
No.
How sick would that be? If they like,
didn't they do it in NXT? I think they did in NXT one time.
All right, maybe NXT. I don't recall.
Hour and a half dedicated to it.
They're getting an update about Orange Cassidy with the doctors. Is he going to compete? Is he not going to compete? He last week at Rev Pro, he came out and defended his title. Oh, why say Orange Cassidy? You're so freaking confident. Why don't you do me a favor and put up that title against Spencer Slade at the battlefield? Since you're such a beast and a badass, and you can go anywhere and just put up your stupid title, which, by the way, we don't even want that title. That title is a joke. And you know why? Because you're carrying it. The only way that title will be serious is if someone's carrying it, like Spencer Slade, over his shoulder. Then we can take that title serious. But until then, it's a joke. So why don't you do me a favor? Come tell me a joke at the battlefield in Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. Come challenge Spencer Slade. You won't do it.
I see a question on the chat, but I cannot answer that question.
What's the question? King of Toast. What's the story of Snitsky having to pour grease on himself? What the hell are you talking about? King of
I
Toast.
cannot answer.
King of Toast, you know what you are? You're a little internet warrior. You would never even say that to the man's face. Let's be honest. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it.
Here we go. Continuation from
Yeah.
Blackpool and FTR.
This leads to the match to Revolution. The security has to break it up. Excalibur mentions they better not fight or there's going to be fines and blah, blah, blah. Now, Orange Cassidy on his way out over here, look at this. He decides to start the match a little early. Believe he's taking on this guy's name, Mike Bennett.
Yeah.
Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett, I got to say this, though. I'm kind of happy to see Mike Bennett getting some TV time and his boy. This wasn't a terrible match, but of course the whole match is just to tell the story with Roddy coming out. This guy got on commentary a little bit, thought he did a good job there. The Death Valley driver on the outside was definitely worth talking about.
This was another good match.
I liked this match. I actually enjoyed this match, which I don't say about a lot of Orange Cassidy matches, but this match was good.
Yeah, not bad.
Good moves, good bumps, and good storytelling. We're leading up to that match of Revolution, building up some hype. But then this was a little surprising to me. And if you don't know who that is, coming in and helping Orange Cassidy, it's this man, Jake Hager. And he kind of looks better than ever. Tanned up, bulky. What do you think, Jake?
Now he's a babyface.
But to me, I don't mind seeing him because I like him. I consider myself a friend of his. But
Oklahoma.
It just feels very random, like very, very random.
It's hometown. It's Oklahoma.
Is that why? Okay.
That's why he came out.
So he just wanted to come out, be the hometown hero.
Yeah, hometown hero. But now he's a face. Like last time he was a heel. Now he's a face.
What did you take from this?
I thought this storyline was dead like 3 months ago. I can't even believe it's continuing. Like I don't get it.
Okay. Where do you think they're going with this? Or do you even
Nowhere. Who knows? They probably are.
We see Ric Flair show up, but we'll get into that again later. He's talking to Renee a little bit, basically saying he hasn't been around in a few weeks, but we'll get into him. We'll get into him. We got Daniel Garcia cutting the best promo of his life tonight, but it took.
Oh my God!
All right. How about this? It wasn't the best promo of his life, but it was the best one line he delivered. That line at the end, he delivered it well. That line at the end.
Now, whether about his dad and he said, "Don't talk about my beautiful mom like that." What are you talking about, kid? Oh God.
I don't care. I gotta say this. Listen, Nick Wayne wearing the greatest professional wrestling t-shirt in the world today. The one that says, I'm Christian's my father. That made me pop. That was good. That t-shirt is good. Nick Wayne wearing it.
You're going to buy it.
I don't know if I go that far, but it's good. It's a great shirt. No, I have Savage shirts.
Gage was great on the mic, but I didn't like Garcia, man.
Okay. All right. Well, how about this? What'd you think of this segment here? And all RVD cared about is knowing if Prince Nana was going to be ringside.
Why? I feel bad for RVD for being with these two other guys. I mean, really?
You know what's kind of sad is that, tonight out there in the main event, everybody was going apeshit for RVD. The RVD chants were burning the TV speakers, and you could put the strap on this guy right now, and the crowd would love it. They'd be for it.
Again, you got respect for Taz's son, but come on, really?
All right. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I get it.
We'll talk about the match.
Yeah, we'll get into the match. All right. Now let's talk about this match. All right. This might be the match that I'm looking forward to more than any. I'm looking forward to this match more than any match on the WrestleMania card. And you know why? You know why? These guys, exactly what Don Callis said, he might not even be lying, bro. He might not even be lying. And we'll get to that. Let's talk about this first, though. It's time for Tony time. She has a match against Sydney Winnell. And, of course, she's just going to make her pay and tap out. And, it's over. But, of course, Deanna has to interrupt. and we got this beautiful shot right here. I like the way they're doing the production value on all these segments has been money. The Tony match was money. Wasn't a big fan of Deanna's match. I thought her match went on too long.
Wasn't her fault. Wasn't her fault.
Wasn't her fault. Wasn't her fault. She's taking on Madison Rain. I'm not even going to say anything except that this match went on too long. They should have made Deanna.
I knew this match was in danger when I was seeing Madison Rain taking bumps and spots, and she was running out of breath.
Well, listen.
Makes sense?
Bottom line is this: you want these people to be presented as equals because they're having a match at Revolution for the women's title. So Deanna should have beat her just as fast as Toni Storm beat her opponent, and you wouldn't have had these other issues. She almost knocked her out. I thought she knocked her out with this one.
Can we talk about how that knockout was basically played back as the move of the night? Are you kidding me? Girl could have. That's a scary bump. How are you going to say that's the move of the night?
I don't know. I thought this the ankle lock should have been on a lot quicker.
I didn't like that. Yeah.
The ankle lock should. I didn't even realize that. I didn't even notice that. At the end of the day, Toni Storm comes in the ring and she gets some business. Deanna ends up getting a nice kick on her, but then Toni somehow turns it around. The ref is now asking Luther for help. I mean, that to me is dumb too. Why are you asking? Why would he come in and help you? He's with Toni Storm. Well, it doesn't even make sense. Where are the refs? Where are the other officials? You have security. It says right there, event staff. You see the guy, he has his back turned. He's not even doing his job. Whatever, man. Do you even want to get into this, Jay?
You got it covered.
All right. That's what I thought. Darby Allin and Sting. Darby Allin cutting a crazy promo talking about Sting's kids. I liked the promo, and I thought it was, in my opinion, and I know I'm about to get a lot of heat for this one, Jay. You want to hear a hot take? That's the best promo of Sting's career.
No. But I would say this. It was sad, man. Like, he just lost his dad, like, a week ago.
That's why I thought it was such a good promo. That shit
hit hard. Go out there. But you could see, like, even though this was pre-recorded, he was getting choked up. He was kind of hesitating, those few words. Is this the way we want? I don't even know if we're going to get the Sting that we want because of all this. It's crazy, man.
No, I think we're going to get more than what
that's a lot of,
I think he's going to go out there. I think he's going to go out there and perform for his dad, though.
Okay, so what do we get? A regular tag match or a tornado tag?
That I don't know. I think it's going to be a regular tag match. I think it's them versus the Bucks in a regular tag match.
I wouldn't do a regular tag.
We're going to find out. Now I want to see I'm interested to hear what you're going to say on this one. I won't go into much. I'll just say Wardlow came out, bottom line, said he beat the shit out of MJF, beat the shit out of CM Punk, and that he's the best in the world. Best looking, best wrestler, and no one in the locker room can touch him, and he's sick of the bullshit. Jay, what did you think of this promo from Wardlow?
Okay. He had good energy. He had good fire in his delivery. But I personally feel this made the company look very bad tonight. Just for the fact of what he said. Because what he said is great arguments. There was no lie in anything he said. He has had high-profile matches on pay-per-views. He has won. I'll give you one. MJF, pay-per-view. Beat him. Squash. Done. Benito. We never saw him again. High-profile matches, he has won. If you want to go ranking, he has an impressive record just like Hook. Nobody has beating him when we were chanting his name for the last 6 months, shoving our throats like Goldberg. But I personally feel he made the company look bad because what does this say about creative? We're going by rankings. This guy's unstoppable. This guy hasn't taken a pin in months. But then again, he doesn't get a world title match. But you do some tournament. You do some, we're going to put Page versus Swerve because these guys starting this year are on a 3-4 win streak, so they deserve to have the number one contender. It makes no sense. So his arguments were clear. I just think he just made the company look a little bad because if you're saying that and you're saying all these things and shoving it down our throats and you're putting it on our websites, following a ranking system, how do you recover from this? How do you explain this?
And I didn't like the fact that he used the word. Why even bring up Punk and the real world champion? Like you're acknowledging that there's a real. Yeah, but like the fact that like you're supposed to be working for AEW. Why are you telling people that the real world champ isn't even here anymore? He left.
Can we say that it's possible real emotions took into play in certain spots in his delivery? Maybe he got too emotional and he didn't know what he said, and then he recovered right away. Maybe he said that and recovered and went into another thing about MJF.
Other than that, I actually liked his delivery, but I feel like the timing of the promo is a little awkward, and the fact that the promo's coming with him now alone in the ring, no Undisputed Kingdom, no Adam Cole. Everything you've been doing has been with Cole. You're showing allegiance to Cole, but now it looks like you're shifting. You're coming out there by yourself. You're talking hella shit more than you have in a long time, and it's coming out of left field.
It's true.
It's true. It's true.
Why has he not got a title match?
Is this true that the Bang Bang Gang, Scissor Gang is over?
For me, I really think all these guys need to like leave and just go to a tag team. Like the Guns go with the Guns, the Scissor Gang go with the Scissors. Billy Gunn just stops, and Jay White goes solo. That's it. Yeah, need to break this up.
Now, okay, let's get back into this. Don Callis talking hella shit, making fun of Sammy, and basically letting everybody in the world know that the two best wrestlers in the world right now, ring wrestlers in the ring, hitting the ropes, wrestling. Takeshita, Will Ospreay going at it on Revolution. I'm hyped about this match. You're not hyped about this match?
No, but this is the match that's going to make Ospreay the biggest babyface in AEW, what they have. So I truly feel
it's kind of odd though, because Don Callis says that Will Ospreay's a Don Callis guy. If he's a Don Callis guy, why are you having him fight Takeshita?
If you're gonna make the switch, this is it.
So you think Don Callis is gonna dump Takeshita and go with Will?
I just think Will's gonna dump them.
Okay.
And that's it. We'll see a little feud going on, and hopefully Will Ospreay, I personally feel, should dethrone Samoa Joe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now let's get to the main event trios match. Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Brian Cage versus Hook, Hangman Adam Page, and Rob Van Dam. And Jay, I'll let you take it. What'd you think of this match?
I didn't think much because it didn't get me hyped for the triple threat next week. So I thought it should have been a little more. I right there where you just framed it right there with Swerve and Page. I just see a story here of a baby face going heel or in the process of being a heel, and a heel is in the process of being a baby face. This trigger should have been blown up already in their last match. I've been saying it forever that they should have went this route. I don't know why they're doing this long play, but it didn't get me hyped, Savage, for the triple threat. It didn't. I didn't like it. But RVD did great.
I thought RVD carried the bulk of the workload.
Did great tonight. Yeah, he did great tonight. That I cannot knock from RVD. But
and the pop he was getting, bro. People were going nuts. RVD. It felt like we were watching ECW.
Yeah, he was hitting his spots. It's just the match didn't do nothing.
Not only that, but you have 5 other superstars out there. And RVD's the one that's getting the chance over all of them, including the world champion, including Swerve Strickland, who's supposed to be the hottest act in AEW. Meanwhile, RVD's out here and everybody's chanting RVD, 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 RVD. It speaks volumes to who Rob Van Dam really is. He is an absolute legend. And they're lucky to even have him. I mean, dude, he's out there doing him. Look at all this shit. Look at all this shit. Workload, bro. And then this guy just comes in, does a couple of spots. Meanwhile, you got this legend out here. We're doing all the work, taking all the bumps. Hook tries to put Cage to sleep.
Hook didn't do it to me.
Buckshot lariat. We get the triple dance. This was the hype moment of the night, the hype before Revolution. And then we got it pretty much like a double team. Swerve backbreaker on Hangman. Joe comes in with a big boot. Nice backbreaker. This was a little scary to see. Like, Joe should not be doing tope suicidas. But goddamn. Yeah, but goddamn. Like, goddamn. That's a nice boot to the face. You can't even see Joe's face.
I can't believe you're fighting. This was nice.
Yeah. I had a good. That was nice. Rob Van Dam, of course, in the end, can't survive Joe's onslaught, and Joe would go on to win the match with Swerve and Brian Cage, and that was the main event for Dynamite. And we're done. So yeah, tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, we'll do the WWE Weekly Update. Maybe. I don't even know. It's still a maybe. I think we'll save it to the last minute because I got a lot of shit going on this week.
We'll see how the Kingdom reacts.
I don't think they give a shit if we miss 1 week. What's really going on? Cody and his story? Jay challenging Gunther and Gunther beating him? Did you really think Jay was going to beat him? Stop it. A lot of news today.
Good match.
We'll probably do a show. I don't know. Real quick before we get the hell out of here, here's your breaking news. Daniel Cash Wheeler faces arraignment for aggravated assault charges, and he was on TV tonight, so he missed P. Okay. Eric Bischoff doubts Mercedes Moné AEW debut will make an impact for the business.
I agree.
I mean, no. Listen,
I agree.
It will bring her fan base. Her fan base will watch. But only the hardcore fans, and we're gonna find out exactly.
We said it with Ruby. We said it with Saraya.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but it will change maybe the ratings just a little bit, not a lot. Mark Henry touts his son's Jacob for placing second in the Texas State Championship. That kid is a beast, bright future. Thunder Rosa makes a non-AEW wrestling appearance, so she's definitely wrestling more now, doing her thing. Well, yeah, I guess. RVD recalls almost losing his eyesight after a botched table sight.
I think that was ECW.
That's like scary to hear. Hopefully that never happens again. He's also announced for the 420 AEW Collision episode. And Rob Van Dam gives Hook a lot of praise. He stands by Hook saying he has like an unruly punk vibe. So, obviously RVD likes
wrestling, but okay.
And then more breaking news for RVD. He voices ambition to make history with an AEW world title win. And I can't lie to you. If it does happen, I will pop.
It won't.
Should. Chris Jericho set to take a sabbatical from AEW television. How do you feel about that, Jay? Excited?
Should have left when the allegations started. I mean, now we're leaving?
Yeah, he's out. Ric Flair invites additional women to be in his next conquest, despite being married.
Oh God! What he said today was true too. How he's not a part of Sting, and I don't want to blame nobody. I think that was from the heart too, because when they brought him in, they said he was going to bring us Sting's side the whole way, and we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't. I liked it. I like Flair of the Bucks. It makes sense. He's going to pass him the torch. I see Sting losing this match because of Ric Flair. He's going to lose.
That sucks. You're going to lose twice in your last WrestleMania. Now this.
I'm sure Sting's last match will happen next year.
Should be against Flair if we're gonna go this route. Jesus.
No. It's got to be Sting.
Why do we want to see another Flair match?
His last match next year, he comes back and maybe he ruins Darby's chances to be champion or something. And then they have a match.
Anything's possible.
You never know.
You never
know if we're gonna be on tomorrow. We might.
We don't even know.
We don't even know, hypothetically. But you've been watching Wrestling with Savage. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, share, let all your friends know that Snitsky was on the show tonight. And if you don't do that, it's definitely your fault. I'm out of here. Later, Jay.
Later.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. Our last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
over, my first thing is just to break this grip, okay? So just take it easy. We're just doing a move, it's not a roll. Okay, so you break the grip, and then we just lift this arm. Just leave it loose, just for the move. We lift this arm, and then okay, just start again. Okay, I want you to leave your arm loose, just for the move, okay? So we break the grip. Okay. Okay. Leave it loose. Okay. Relax, mate. Okay, we're just doing a move.
Relax, man. You're trying to do the move on me, man. Just do the move. Hurry up.
Sorry. Okay. Look, sorry, mate. I'm having a bad day. Just grab the relax a bit. Okay, we'll break this grip off. Break this, mate. Grab your collar.
I've gone.
Just do that trans. Sit on your lap. That was a joke.
That ain't no joke. You had man ass on your man lap.
Correction, I had wet trans grundle on my
What the fuck is grunt? What the? Yo, break that white boy talk down the layman's term. What is wet grundle?
Picture the area between your asshole and your ball sack, up to and including some of the bottom of your ball sack. You know that whole area?
Yeah.
Now, picture after sitting there in that chair for 2 hours, how it might be starting to feel a little moist, a little musty, a little wet.
Oh, because that had all tight,
Yeah.
tight and tucked.
And Sydney started, to be fair, got the BBL, a lot of junk in the trunk. So she gets up to sit on my lap, and I'm just kind of.
A trend, you know, my move, you my dude. But you said you shook Michael Jordan. Will he vouch for this story? That was a nice one. I've never seen somebody. And he's so close. I can shout out. And out of all the people that he called, I get on the top of the heat. Big quick jab to the right, chip up left. And about it, straight up. Ran through, took some school. Nights out. Surprise, I kind of walked up like I was all the time. So then he gave me back. This time, dropped in front, but I didn't establish the hip. I had my right foot, my left foot, grab. I went with my leg. Then I crossed it over. I laid my gas, my ball back to him. I said, ow. No, my move, you my dude. But you said you shook Michael Jordan. Will he vouch for this story? That was a nice one. I've never seen somebody as close. Yeah, and he's so close.
All right, guys. Look at this guy that's going up to kiss this girl. He is definitely much older than her, and it definitely looks a bit inappropriate, right? Well, this ends up being a prank in Rosemount High School up in Minnesota. And unfortunately for the principal here, this prank goes viral and makes him have to release a public apology. So he stated this activity was intended to be fun. Look, they're on the ground. Intended to be fun, but some people found it offensive. And he apologized to anybody who found it offensive. I mean, at one point, one of the women goes up to one of the younger men and puts his hands in her back pockets to grab her behind and starts making out. So essentially, it's these high schoolers that were at a pep rally, they're athletes, and they were told they're going to be blindfolded and kissed by a special someone. This guy here even states that the person he was kissing, he didn't know who they were, but they had luscious lips. Well, after they reveal the blindfolds, as the gymnasium burst out in laughter over these comments, they realized they were kissing their own parent and full on making out with them. How would y'all feel if your parents did this to you at your high school? Or just in regular life?
This man loves to sit on the couch and watch TV. What's my name in Chinese? What's your name in Chinese? Yeah, my name is Chinese. What's your name in Chinese? Hey, what's my name in and he just uses that to his advantage.
Looking for Clay. Fly by. Another three. Just using that. Fucking Clay. Oh my God. You're. Bro, come on, man, bro. Oh, get away, dog. Ain't no fucking. Die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. Through the airplane, dude. Dude, get out the fuck. Mother. Fuck. These cheating assholes. No way to fucking. Ain't no way to fucking hack. Sorry. Dude, he's cheating. Bro, I'm dead. I can't get out of the truck. Really how I get around. Like, these niggas don't know how to get the fuck out the way, bro. No funny shit. Like, this shit is crazy. Why are we back there, bro? What the fuck? Yeah, I def not. Look at this. These niggas is super buggy. Super buggy. Super. Come on, gang. Aw, you a dick sucker.
My mind is wrong. Dumb. Behind every hater is a piece of truth. And I have to agree. I said, do some reps, the next, climb up a flight of steps, etc. I start scrolling a little further on down you walk. Another picture. You let your kid go to town on Pepsi out of a bottle. Come on now. That's just irresponsible. I understand this is your first battle rap, so let's see if you up for the task. If you check my Facebook, you can probably use my own statuses against me. But I say, you too lazy for that. These posting oil, they'll throw you to the wolves just as quick as they let you into the pack. So let's see what you have. Off all that Chris Angel shit, make this bitch disappear. People looking for years. Her whole family's in tears. Lyrically, I'm a rape her till she got nothing left. I take a loss like a boss. I just chalk it up to experience and walk it off. Watch me snap you like a popsicle, have you up in the hospital, while Sally, on the other hand, is like a wild Mustang riding off into the wind. I feel myself changing personalities. You, my dress, ratchet bitch, call herself Slim Sadie. I'm in the better rap name would be Marsha Brady. Now I don't mean to boast, but I've also been from coast to coast, east and west, and I come with the most intensity, so I'll be the best to represent. Only seems fitting.
This thing.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Man, when I say we done with the 80s, look how old they was in college playing, man. We done with the 80s. Look at the next guy, number 42. He looked like he one whopper away from the heart attack. Look at number 42. We done with the 80s. Look at Big Trash, Kenny Smith inside the NBA. Big Trash, wide open. Look at Kenny Smith. That's Big Trash. He's stepping out of bounds. Look at number 42. On the free throw line.
The scariest one that I read about was a DARPA one called the Eater robot. It's a biological material that's fuel, which means you're kidding. You're kidding. No, I'm not kidding. EACR. This is going to be able to eat dead bodies in the field and use it as fuel.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. That sounds like a fine thing to develop.
Just fucking imagine an army of robotic, artificially intelligent things
Corpse
that
eaters.
eat corpses in order to have fuel to continue killing
Well, someone's
people.
obviously imagining that.
It's me. This is a real thing. The scariest one.
In terms of his quickness, his strength, his jumping ability, his touch, and also his knowledge and understanding for the game. He by far, is the best I've ever seen. And Urban's my boy, but yeah. You see what he be doing?
Yeah.